This week, Lawrence breaks into a high school and starts sucking down people's fingers while watching the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Welcome to One Shot Reviews. Dude, Lawrence, I just put you on a list, dog. I just straight up put you on a list.
Yo, where do you come up with this? I don't know, man. I'm questioning where this shit comes from in the depths of that mind of yours.
You don't want to know the shit I be thinking about, dog. It gets weird, dog. Shit gets weird. I got a lot of time on my hands. I gotta start thinking about you doing weird shit, you know?
That's the name of the game. So what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. As you can see today, we have a plethora of guests with us.
Hell yeah.
We have returning. Can we get a drum roll? We got my boy Gumard in the building.
Hey.
You know what it is?
What's going on, everybody?
Gee, what was the episode you were on? I forget. Was it Shaman King?
No.
Burn the Witch.
Burn the Witch. That's
Burn
what it
the
was.
Witch.
Yep.
Shaman King was Gene. That was
right.
Shanice's, and speaking of which, update, Shanice ended up getting married. Her and Gene.
Oh.
So Gene ended up marrying Shanice, which is Marcus's cousin. They got married like 2 Fridays ago.
Hell yeah.
So we should actually probably try and get Gene back on here. Now that he's a married man.
Sounds good to me.
We'll see how much Nisi likes him doing the
weeb
anime
shit.
or hentai. No.
Don't worry.
And for our second guest, we have my friend Allison, who is a little newer to the anime, but I thought that she would be a good addition and a guest for the show.
Word.
For everyone out there who is in her position of doesn't avidly watch anime, but dabbles in it kind of and is kind of new to it. You know what I'm saying? And this is Jujutsu Kaisen. What we're doing today is actually an anime that she watched recently that she told me that she was interested in. So I thought it would be
in my life. Ever.
A good idea. No, you clearly don't.
I literally watched 24 episodes in the past 2 days, dog.
Yo, that is actually insane.
And I've been working the past 2 days, so there's that.
How are you just coming home and just not eating and just watching shit?
No, you can eat and watch shit at the same time, but that's about it.
That's a skill. I'm gonna be honest. That is a skill, and I've been saying this for a long time. That if you can eat and watch anime at the same time, that's a skill. Because a lot of animes, you have to pay attention to what's being said, and when you're eating, if you look down for a second, they'll say some ill stuff that ends up being mad helpful down the line that you missed because you eat. So sometimes
what I do is I watch it in Japanese, so I can't fucking understand them anyways. So when I'm looking down at my food, I can only see the subtitles, so I can read and eat at the same time. But I don't see any of the other shit that's going on. You don't need to see it.
Yeah. But so yeah, let's hop into the intro. What we got for today? You already know the vibes.
We already know the vibes.
Wait.
Kaisen. Oh, what?
What is everybody watching?
What?
Yeah,
Damn,
yo,
getting defensive on me. Shit.
Gumar, have you watched anything recently that you would like to share? It don't even have to be an anime. It could even be a TV show, movie, just anything. Have you watched anything recently?
Yeah. So currently, I'm watching Lovecraft Country on HBO Max.
Yo, is that good? I really want to see it, but I just haven't started yet.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's on 10 episodes. It's not crazy. I think I'm on the 8th one. And each one I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I need to watch it.
But not necessarily in a bad way, you know what I mean? So I definitely recommend that. But outside of that, that's probably the newest thing I'm watching. I always go back and just watch old shit, bro. I'm watching Teen Titans. So I'm currently rewatching Teen Titans.
Wait, on what? On what platform?
HBO Max.
Dude, that's dope.
I don't have HBO.
Is that the one where the giants eat the people?
No.
That's Attack on Titan.
No, that's
But close.
I like it
close,
though. I like the
close.
No, it's the one with who is it? Batman? No, not Batman. It's Robin, Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire, and Cyborg.
It was on Cartoon Network. I don't know if you watched a lot of Cartoon Network. Yes.
Anime. Okay.
Yeah.
It was years ago. When did that come out? Are you watching the OG one or
2006? The OG. Yeah. I think it was 2006.
Let's find out. It was, drum roll please.
Teen Titans. I don't know why this old shit. They look.
It ended in 06.
That's a new.
Oh,
That's a new
shit.
This is the new one. Like, yo, what the fuck
It
is
was
this?
important.
It was
Teen
03
Titans
to
Go?
06. Yeah, that's the new one where the animation
Okay, I know
became
what you're
shit
talking
and
about.
no one liked it. Oh god, Teen Titans Go
Yeah,
is so
this
bad.
looks trash.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let me tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Teen Titans
So
had
good,
a huge influence on like game ideas that I had. Because Teen Titans was like actually a very important show to me. Because Teen Titans is an extremely good show.
I think it's
let's get that off the rip right away.
Yeah.
I think it's
This
the
show was
only
good.
Cartoon Network show that I saw like from day one and watched it every week till it was done in 06. I think it's the only show because it didn't come out at like fucking midnight when all the animes did. They didn't do reruns until after the show was done. So every week was a new one. So I always knew to watch it. It came out at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon or some shit. So I was always able to actually sit down and watch it.
The one thing that like I took from Teen Titans that I thought was super dope was their combination attacks and how they made them do combination attacks.
Right.
That made me think about like video game shit. Like that had an influence on like games that I want to make in the future of being able to combine attacks with teammates.
Right.
When you're fighting.
Right.
Because I'll watch Teen Titans and fucking someone would like fling Beast Boy and then he would just turn into something after that, like way heavier. It's like then all of a sudden you got Cyborg doing hyper beams out. It's like, but Starfire's carrying him while he's doing. I'm just like, just to see that, it was just like, yo, but they really did intricate shit. Like they really had intricate attack combinations, and I'm just like, yo, like that was super fire to watch. Like when we were growing up. So that's something that I was just like, yo, this show is, and the story is fire with Slade and Terra. Man, when Slade and Terra came, I was like, that's when I was like, oh, this shit is hard. Like then you start figuring out like the relationships between certain people, and you're like, yo, and then like, yo, Teen Titans was, as a matter of fact, I want to buy the discography, and I think the discography actually costs mad money. Probably. I think I looked at the Teen Titans discography is
like the DVD set or something.
If you yeah.
Dude,
see, I think it's hard to find. I remember like one time I was trying to find, like you can't really.
Dog, I was trying to find my.
I just lie in my raps. I just be lying in my raps. There's no way. There's like, no way.
I can get it right now for $12 off Walmart.
Times 3, bro. Multiply that by 3
for $36. That's nothing. Order
That's
that shit
bad,
right now, dog.
Is this for real? I'm about to buy this shit right now.
Was it like Blu-ray?
Yeah, bro. $30.
Is it how many episodes?
Series? This was not here. I looked for this before, and this was not here like this. So this is why I'm like, I don't know if I trust this. I'm like,
dude, I tried to buy my favorite video game the other day. $500 on eBay. So I don't want to fucking hear it. That's a much different price than 36.
Oh, that must have been the movie. I'm about to buy this shit. What?
Chris, what was the game?
BioShock 2 for the PS4. I think. No, for the PS3. My bad. PS3.
See, I'm about to run out.
What to say.
It's the special edition of it too. That comes with all the cool stuff.
Oh no.
That's my favorite game, but when I have it for Steam.
Yeah.
But not like a physical copy of it.
Right.
Get a physical one. What about you, Lawrence? What you been watching other than this? I'm looking in your glasses. Other than what the hell are you looking at? Is that hentai? The fuck? Dude, you got a girl in the room, dog. Put that away. Put that shit away, dog. Come on.
You got me switching my screen, and that's not even what I was looking at. You got me all nervous and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? I was looking at protein, and I'm like, oh shit. What have I watched recently? Last night, I watched USA beat Spain at like 1 a.m. The basketball team played last night, so I watched that. Ricky Rubio dropped like 36 points.
Damn.
And more League of Legends. Oh, I watched time lapse.
When you fucking texted me,
and you were
I was
like,
so goddamn confused when you fucking texted me. Especially because you didn't put you said Dr. Heineken, so I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That was her name.
No, it's Dr. Hendrickson. Like, it's Hendrickson. Heineken's a beer, you dummy.
I know that, but her name was Hein something. So
that's why I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Time lapse and Heineken's the fuck?
But yeah, that movie was I felt like that movie was a poor man's Tenet.
Okay.
Low key. Okay. I felt like it was just a poor man's. It was good. Like it was good. But yeah, so that's kind of the only things that I've watched recently. What about you, Chris?
I mean, I finished the final season of 7 Deadly Sins the past 2 days. Been watching all my normal shows. Watched the new Kingdom movie. Oh fuck, what else? We went and saw Old on Thursday.
Yes, we did. Cool. Yes, we did. Yeah, it was cool.
I watched Dynasty Warriors on Netflix. I started watching mad random shit on Netflix.
Dynasty Warriors has a movie?
Yeah, and it's really fucking bad, and I loved all 2.5 hours of it.
Oh my god. Dude. Dynasty Warriors used to be
they started with the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
That game was so fire.
And then they went to Dong Zhao with Lu Bu, all right? And they had to figure out how to fucking kill him. And that was, dude, the Yellow Turban Rebellion was literally the first 10 minutes, and then the rest of the movie was like, how do we kill this piece of shit?
Yo, you know, Lu Bu was like, was he supposed to be the strongest fighter ever on the planet? Yeah, Lu Bu was like a legendary, like, yeah, that guy.
That man was a fucking G.
He was a problem. And in the games, this man's rigged. Dude, like, don't ever fight him ever.
Dynasty Warriors 3 literally was broken because when he showed up on the battlefield, he insta-killed you.
Yo,
it was bugged. You literally could not beat him. They had to patch that shit.
My friend had Dynasty Warriors first, right? And this is where I even knew what Dynasty Warriors was because he used to buy all of them. And I'll go over his house.
I'm the kid that buys all of them because they're that fucking good.
He would play them, and then when we play, he'd be like, don't ever fight that guy. And one time I was just like, it's a video game, bro. This is how you know it's bad. You know when they're glowing and electricity and all that, you have to kill all the generals first so that their morale isn't too high.
Right.
This man hits you one time, combo in the air. That's it. Game. You're not getting away.
You'd be about to win. It would be like reinforcements arrive. And he would slaughter your army. Yeah. You could knock him off his horse and steal his horse. And this motherfucker would just hunt you down on his own 2 feet, knock you off his horse, get on the horse, and then beat your ass till you died. All right? He did not give a fuck.
No, Lu Bu was a legendary. Yeah.
Dude, he's
Dynasty Warriors was great.
Oh, he's great. What about you, Allison?
Have you watched anything? It could be shows.
Yeah, I started watching Manifest. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. Have you guys heard of it?
Let's find out.
I started that a couple weeks ago with my sisters. We got a couple episodes in. We like it.
Is it good?
We just haven't gone very far. Yeah, it's not bad.
Honestly, I don't like it. I stopped watching it.
Oh, damn.
But that's the newest thing I've been watching.
I couldn't tell if it was good or not, so I didn't watch it.
What's it about?
A plane that crashes. No, a plane that has been gone for 5.5 years, and then it just comes back.
Okay, yeah, that sounds terrible.
But to the
was the worst.
But that's basically the gist of it. So the passengers felt like it was just one day that they were away on the plane, but their families took it as like 5.5 years that they were missing.
Oh, it's a time. It's a time movie.
Yeah.
They're all these time movies now. It's just like
it reminds me of the, I think it's the Tommy Knockers by Stephen King or something. It's the one in Stephen King wrote a book and then they made a shitty TV movie where the same thing kind of happens where a plane's flying and it disappears, but instead of just coming back later, They go to like an alternate dimension where like the Earth is dying and monsters are eating everyone, and then they have to find a way back. But someone has to be awake to fly the plane back. And if you're awake, you can't come back, but all the sleeping people can come back or some shit.
That sucks.
Yeah, so they had to like someone had to like sacrifice themselves, so everyone else
had to take the take the blow.
I haven't seen it since I was like fucking 8 or some shit. It was one of those shitty straight to TV sci-fi movies. Let me was it Tommy? I think it was Tommy Knockers. Dude, I have watched too much shit. Let's see.
Those things are super helpful.
Nope, definitely not Tommy Knockers. I fucked that up. Everyone ignore that. All right, let's see. It was. I'll figure it out. You guys talk. I'm gonna go on a deep dive. Right. Let's see.
I'm just gonna pull up the.
It's not right. It's not too. All right, wait. I don't want your award, sir.
JJ.
I want
Tommy.
Where's your fucking? Where are your books, kind sir? Bibliography. I don't want your audio books. All right, ready? Ready? I'm gonna get this. It's not Sleepwalkers. That was the Langoliers. Boom, nailed it. Found it.
Wait, what is it called?
The Langoliers.
Yeah, Langoliers.
Langoliers.
Yep. It consists of 2 episodes of 1.5 hours. And yeah.
So 2 movies.
Yeah.
2 movies.
Yeah. That I remember that shit. And that's why I'm scared of planes. Anyways, speaking of Lawrence sucking down fingers, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Dude, it comes in the show. It's a very pivotal moment in the show, you know? Oh, God. Alrighty, so Jujutsu Kaisen is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Gigi Akutami, serialized in Seishua's Weekly Shonen Jump since March 2018. I just butchered a lot of those fucking names. The story falls under the adventure, dark fantasy, and supernatural genres and follows high school student Yuji Itadori as he joins a secret organization of Jujutsu sorcerers in order to kill a powerful curse named Sukuna, of whom Yuji becomes the host. Real quick, if I was at school one day and some dude was like, yo, you want to join our secret organization of Jujutsu sorcerers, hand fucking down, I'd say yes in a heartbeat. And then it would be some weird cult that I would be joining and they'd steal all my shit and I'd get brainwashed, but I'd 100% be like, I'm in, I'm down.
And then Ryomen Sukuna would come and fuck you up because you fucked up my man's name.
Yeah, and see, that's what they would be saying, but really I'm getting locked in some compound and they're stealing my money and making me do hard labor all day. That's exactly what would happen. The anime had advanced streaming debut on YouTube and Twitter on September 19th, 2020, but officially aired. Yeah, it did. Take that, Lawrence. But it officially aired on MBS and TBS's Super Animeism block from October 3, 2020 to March 27th, 2021, and it ran for 24 episodes. The series' first opening theme is Kakai Kitan, performed by Eve, while the first ending theme is Lost in Paradise, featuring Aklo, performed by Ollie. Yo, that song Lost in Paradise is a fucking bop. I need you to understand that, Lawrence. Dude, the ending song?
Oh, that's the ending song?
I'd be in bed watching that episode, and I'm like dancing in bed, and I can't fall asleep.
The opening song is I thought the opening theme is my favorite.
See, the opening theme like gets me in the mood to like watch it, but then the ending theme, I'm in bed like, yeah, okay, yeah. At like 3 a.m, just like, got it.
Oh my.
Jujutsu Kaisen is a sequel to Akutami's Tokyo Metropolitan Curse Technical School, serialized in Seishua's Jump Giga from April to July 2017, later collected in a manga volume as Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in December of 2018. Yes.
So this is a sequel?
He wrote one book of like a thing, and then he made a sequel, and then decided to go back and rename his original work to be like the prologue. It's Gojo's like origin story, pretty much, that he wrote. And then Jujutsu Kaisen. So the movie
that sounds fire.
The movie that's coming out is adapting that original thing.
Oh, it's about to be fun. We're about to see Gojo's story.
And then you know how like the first years just kind of show up in the anime, and it's because they're all in the original thing. So that's why it's kind of like the people who read that original thing already knew who they all were. So we didn't really go into too much of their backstory. So yeah, check it. Let's see.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited to find that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
It won the 3rd annual Tsutaya Comic Awards in 2019. Jujutsu Kaisen was the 5th best-selling manga series in 2020.
Yeah, that's actually surprising.
Jujutsu Kaisen was the 2nd best-selling manga series in the first half of 2021.
Okay.
Second only.
That's
Demon
more
Slayer.
like it.
Yeah, Demon Slayer was number 1, I found out.
That doesn't count. I don't even count Demon Slayer. Like, Demon Slayer literally doesn't count anymore. Like, it's too good. Everyone, like, it's the best. Everybody knows that. All right, cool. Boom. Moving on. Like, we all knew this. Like, it doesn't count.
Leroy of Comic Book Bin gave the first volume a score of 8.5 out of 10. He praised the series for its characters, plot, settings, and internal mythology, and described it as a combination battle, manga and horror comic book. Pretty dope. Sean in the Fandom Post, in his review of the first volume, compared the series to early Bleach and praised it for its world, lore, characters, and artwork, concluding that it's solid first volume. And Hannah Collins of CBR found parallels between Yuji and Sukuna. How do you say it, Lawrence? Sukuna. And Marvel Comics characters Eddie, Brock, and Venom. That's pretty dope.
Ooh.
And last little...
That's gonna resonate with Gumar. Gumar's a big...
I'm a big Venom fan, so...
Yeah.
And finally, Jujutsu Kaisen anime was awarded Anime of the Year at the 2021 5th Crunchyroll Anime Awards, while Sukuna won the Best Antagonist category, and Lost in Paradise featuring Aklo by Ali won the Best Ending Sequence category. There you go.
Really? Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Wow, okay.
Crunchyroll voted JJK as the best anime last year. So there you go.
Man.
Or this year. Sorry. 2021. So there you go. Who would have thought?
Have you guys finished it? The season?
Dude, I fucking watched this shit in like 2 days. The day that this finished airing back in March, 2 days later, I finished watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
I waited for it all to be done and then just binged the whole thing. I hated it. Hated every fucking second of it. So bad.
That's exactly what he called me and said the next day after he finished watching it. That's exactly what he called me.
I texted you. I was like, Lawrence, I'm starting this show right now. And then 12 hours later, I went, dude, this show sucks. I watched the whole thing. And now I'm buying the manga because it's so fucking bad. God damn. Shit.
Yeah, man. Nah, there's a lot to say about this show. There's a reason why it got all these accolades and different milestones and achievements and stuff like that. All bias aside, I don't even feel like I have to say that because I feel like this show deserved everything that it got. So I don't even feel like I have to be like, oh, I was biased. I like it, but that's for good reason. Everybody likes it. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about first episodes, outside of the concept of this show, I think me personally, the concept of this show is fucking fire. So dealing with curses and paranormal activity shit, it's like they did a very good job at portraying all that in this.
Right.
So outside of that, just the first episode of this show I thought was so good. And they're seeing it 2 times now. So, first time I watch it, now I liked it the first time I watched it. I watched it again today. I'm like, man, motherfuckers could better appreciate this first episode. Like, out of all 24 episodes, the first episode is probably top 3.
What? And you're outrageous, sir. We're fighting.
No, but see, to me, it's just more than just. It's more than just. It's about what the first episode did. Like,
oh man, we're gonna fight later on when you hear my thoughts on the first episode.
Everything that I thought this first episode. I thought the first episode of this is amazing. Mm-hmm. The beginning. So off the beginning. Now let me preface it by saying this. So the first time I watched this show, obviously it was notoriety everywhere is blowing up. So everybody's talking about it. So I'm like, all right, I watch shows like that. Like, all right, let me see what it's about. So boom, as soon as it starts, hits the ground running. We're like, okay, like what's going on? All right, cool. Dude strapped to a chair. Then he wakes up and realizes like, oh shit, I need to go save these people. And then Gojo's just like, So we're like, what's going on? Like, why is he saying, no, you can't go anywhere. We're about to execute you. Right. He looks mad innocent. What's going on? And then boom, that's it. And then it goes into the episode. So off that alone, I already feel like in most first episodes don't even start that fire, because that already gets you into like, what is he talking about? Because Gojo says, who are you right now? So that automatically lets the crowd know what's going on. Why is he saying, who are you? Like, is he somebody else? But we obviously figure that out later. But off the first scene, when you hear that, you're like, that's drawing you in already. So, and I think they did a really good job with how that was set up. And I mean, it doesn't even, and we're not even talking about Mappa here. Like, come on. Like, they killed it. They killed it. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't Mappa who animated this, we would still be like, oh, that was fire. But come on, it's Mappa. So your sliders are already up. Your sliders are already going up by 10 points automatic, because Mappa is just so good with their animation. I felt like they did such a good job with portraying that first scene. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the opening scene. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then, just the whole, like, the first, once again, the first half, we should make a term for this about how episodes are low-key split into sections. Like, you notice that there's always a first half and a second half. The second half is always like where all this shit happens. The
I would
first
say
half
thirds,
is like
to be honest.
3?
Yeah, you have the intro, the meat, and then the conclusion, I would say.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, the part when he's in the chair, that's the intro, sucks you in. Then you have all the stuff that happens up until, I would say, the decision he makes to save his friends would be like the middle. And then the conclusion right there, when he joins the fight at the end, and then all that stuff happens. I would say those would be like the three different things.
Okay. Yeah, you could say that. I just merge a lot of those things into. I actually looked, and it was around the 14-minute mark. I think that was when Fushi, I can't pronounce dude's name, but the dude with the dogs, he realizes that the cursed finger is gone from the thing in the yard. Like that's around like 14 or something. And that's when we start to see the curses and all that. But what did you guys think about the like first half of the first episode, about how we see what happens to Yuji in the beginning, then we meet him in the whole occult club, and he goes to school, and we find out he's super strong. That part, all the innocent shit before we get to the ill shit. What did you guys think of all that?
Kumar, Allison, what did you guys think?
So I actually didn't even have a chance to like rewatch the episode before today. So I'm like trying to remember. Yeah, I know, right? I did not come prepared.
Oh my god, you're just as bad as Lawrence. Jeez, sabotaging this beautiful show.
I can carry for this one. I can carry like.
But I do remember like, we want to talk about like the entire season type shit. But damn, like, yeah, the friends. I even remember like the friends were a thing like in the beginning, because it's like obviously, you know what I mean. But Lawrence, actually, I think I agree with you, bro. Like the way they sort of set up Yuji and like his character, and even showing like the cult club, showing like his relationship with his grandfather, all that type of stuff. It really sort of starts to build to his character and sort of setting up what's going to happen later on. Right. I'm a real back I'll let Allison go if she has any points she wants to make. But
Allison, did you like anything or find anything funny?
Oh no, it died.
What's one thing that you liked about the first episode? Like, is there something that you liked?
So what you was it on that the introduction really draws you in, like it makes you think. Like the first scene. So how do you pronounce his name? Gojo. Yeah, it's like how he was interrogating
Yuji.
Yes. Mm-hmm. For me personally, like I like shows that make you think. I don't want everything just handed to me right away.
Right.
So with that scene when he was questioning him, it made me think like, oh, what's really going on? Who is he? So that, and I'm also into like paranormal things. So just the idea of like basically adding to what you said, I like this a concept and
I mean, I agree with that. I think so. I think like the whole Kurt, because I like scary movies as well.
Hell
so
yeah.
This show is definitely has a face of, like horror.
What that guy say?
Even if it's not like oh I'm scared, but it's like we're dealing with like.
It's like when the dude said it was a combo of a battle manga and then a horror comic, and they like had a freaky baby.
Yeah. So yeah, like the curses in this show are, in the first episode, and the noise. Oh, I thought the audio was really good. Like the noises that these curses make, like there's like a screeching sheep. Like that's the noise that all the curses make. So it's like. Well, they all have different audio cues and stuff, but I just think they did really, like Mappa did really well with. Well, actually, I don't know if Mappa does the audio too, but whoever did the audio, I think they do a good job with this.
I can tell you in
JJK is just done really well. Like the production, so I 100% think the production helped this show. The fact that they have such a strong backing for their production just made it even better. But I already thought the story is fire. You know what I'm saying? Right. They already had that down packed. And then adding on to that, Mappa just did such a great job with, everything about it, the animation and all that. But I don't know, man. I just think this was such a great episode. Like it starts off we're like, okay,
great show.
Who is he? What does he mean? Is there someone else? Then we go into, okay, we introduce to Yuji. We find out, his grandfather's sick. And then we find out Yuji has above average physical talent.
Right.
And physical abilities. Then we're like, okay. Then we meet I really don't. Fushi, his his soon to be teammate, Fushi, whatever his name is, and then after he explains what curses are to us and okay, so what about him? Why is it? What's the big deal? Then we the whole occult club. Then we find out Yuji gave the finger to his occult club friend,
right?
And then that scene was kind of creepy. Oh man, where she's in the hallway hiding behind a wall and the curse is creeping by and it has mad eyes and shit, and then the other dude that is a part of the occult club walks up to her, and she's like, oh, I'm glad to see you, but she's being eaten.
Right.
And then the other curse hears her, and you just see the eyes come in on the screen from the side. I was just like that's a really good, that was done very well. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting into all this stuff, and we're learning, and so it's like, all right, but that's about 14 minutes in. So, oh no, that's a little bit after that. So then we're starting to get to, all right, that's when the attack happens. So it's like, okay, and then I'm gonna have to look dude's name up because I'm not about to just keep saying Fushi. It's gonna make me sound like an idiot.
Allison, what'd you think of the second half of the episode when all that crazy shit was going on? She's just smiling. She's like, it was great.
Fushiguro. Fushiguro. That's not what they be calling him. Megumi though.
Megumi is his first name.
Yeah, but don't they call him by their last names? And because they be calling
that might
like,
be his last name.
No. Fushiguro is his last name. Megumi is his first name. But
well, I mean, if you're friends, you call each other by your first name. If you're like really close friends.
Oh, that's how they do it. Because I realized I'd be Megumi. Yeah. So
because they make fun of him because it's like a feminine name. So they give him a lot of shit throughout or he says that he's been given a lot of shit all the time because remember the episode when they go to his old school and they were all like, oh, I bet you were mad bullied because of your feminine name, and then they're like trying to figure out blah blah, and then Megumi walks in, everyone, like even the teachers are like, oh fuck, like,
yeah,
he's back. Like, why the fuck you come back, man? We thought we got rid of you. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, once he comes to the rescue.
Yo, that was a sick scene though when Yuji has the girl and he's just holding her, being like, okay, I need to figure, and then you just see the monster die in the background. Like no attacks happen. His head just like explodes, and then another part goes flying off, and then Megumi turns the corner and he's like, yo, what's up? And then his dogs just start eating the shit out of the thing. Like that's pretty dope because you literally, I like watched it frame by frame. Like no attack comes into the screen at all. The thing just like fucking blows up, and then his dogs start eating it. And he just strolls around the corner like, "Sup, bitch? What up?"
Yeah,
I'm the G.
And then was that the point where we thought the fight was over?
Yeah, and then it came down from the.
Fuji was holding finger, and then, man, but you know what? Even a little bit. Let's jump to before that, where Megumi is he wasn't able to save the girl. The curse had the girl and was about to eat her.
Right.
And Yuji breaks through the window. That was one of those moments where I was flipping shit in my room.
Wait, this dude just jumped up 4 stories through a fucking window.
I was like, yo, I was geeking out, like, yo, this, like, I don't know. I just like the way it's just a great. I thought it's just a great story. Like everything that they combined to make this first episode, man. There's just because so much happens. A lot happens in this episode. If you pay attention, a lot happens. So then Yuji comes in, punches the thing, boom,
saves the girl.
Then after that, it attacks him again, right? Yeah. And then that's when it's about to kill him, and he's like, the flashback of what Megumi said, like, oh, if you eat the finger, then you'll get
powers. And he was like,
he's about to die, so he's like, yo, there's no way for me to get out of this. So then he eats it, and then it's like the episode gets even better because then we finally get to meet the best antagonist of 2021. I think Sukuna is the coolest person on the planet, and he's not even real.
And he's not even real.
Sukuna is so fire. As a matter of fact, I might have a second favorite anime character now. As you know, Chris, who's my favorite anime character, bro?
Your favorite one?
Yes. The one that you made me the wooden plaque for, my friend.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I was trying to think of something weird to say, but I couldn't think of anything.
So Chris just completely forgot that he made this for me.
No, I was trying to think of a witty answer. I was going to be like, is it that goat from like Odd Taxi?
Is that
your favorite?
So, my second favorite anime character, I'm gonna have to say is Sukuna. I just think Sukuna is just done so well, and you're not gonna be able to see that in the first man.
Dude,
but you see a good part of it in the first episode. Because once he comes out and he gets unleashed, he starts saying some wild stuff. As soon as he comes out, he's like, "Word, there's mad women and children here. This is gonna be great." I was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?"
Lord, would that be your
Like,
first
I'm like,
thought?
this
Like,
dude is.
you wake
I'm
up
like,
after like 1,000 years and you're like, I'm awake. Where
I'm
the
about to just
bitches
kill
at?
all the.
Like, why would that be
He's
the
like,
first
yo,
thought?
he's like, I'm about to slaughter all the women and children. I'm like, what? This dude is crazy.
I'm
But
about to kill everyone.
it's just the swag when he like, it's just like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, who is? And then we find out,
Yo,
boom,
but when he's sitting there on the railing and he's like, I'm time to go, and then you just grabbing him. He's like, yo, the fuck you doing? And he's like, huh? He's like, give me back my fucking body, dude. He's like,
right.
how are you doing? And he like knocks him down. Dude, that was sick when he's like giving the whole speech and then it's just like, grabs him by the jaw. He's like, oh, fuck you mean?
I loved it. Clearly there's a clear resemblance of, does anyone know about main character and very strong power that is placed inside of main character that main character has to become friends with? Does this sound familiar to anybody?
Yeah,
Does this sound familiar at all?
Yeah, it's like Rimuru and the Tempest Dragon from that time.
Exactly. Yo, that's my favorite shit, bro. I love Rimuru. That's my show.
Dude, Lawrence is sitting there and in his head he's going, what the fuck is a Rimuru?
I was thinking you're talking about the Pokemon Remoraid and Octillery.
No, dude, and that time got reincarnated as a slime. He's a little slime dude, and he meets a dragon in like a giant spell that he can't break out of. So the slime's like, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna eat you, and then we'll be good. And he just eats the dragon, little slime boy. He just eats the dragon, and now the dragon lives inside of him, and then he just goes about his business. That's it.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
I have actually heard that anime is really good though.
Yo, that anime is so fucking good though.
Yeah.
So good.
I've heard that anime is good too.
It's very good. You should watch it. It's one of my favorite. You can see it. Wait, Rimuru is right there. Oof. I'm touching him right there. That's him. Boop, 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 boop. So there you go.
It's definitely gonna give you Naruto vibes with Naruto and Kurama. Right?
So I was thinking like our boy G loves over here, Eddie Brock and Venom. I think it's more of that dynamic.
I definitely think it's aligned with Naruto and Kurama as well. 100%.
You think so?
Absolutely.
The only reason I say no is because Kurama can't just like take him over whenever he wants and then just do shit. That's like way later on. With Eddie Brock and Venom immediately is like, yo, we're gonna, like, you're not here anymore. This is me. And Eddie Brock's like, cool, I guess we're killing people. That's kind of like what I feel like this is. Because Naruto and Kurama's like, he's in him, he knows he's there, and they try really hard not to let him out. And then when he comes out, it's like a whole big thing. But then he locks him away again, and he can only come out when Naruto lets him out. But as we see in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's more of like, it's like Sukuna's always tricking him into letting him out so he can do evil shit instead of actually trying to help.
I get what you're saying, but
right.
I think I feel like that's looking into it like really, really deep. I just think it's the fact of a very higher power, right, that is on a god tier level that is an antagonist, right, who is not on the main character's side, right, who wants to do harm, right, is locked inside of the main character. And those
I can tell Allison sitting there, she's like, it's just like, come on, hit me. What's it like? I can see it, you know. It's like this other famous person.
I can't hear anything.
She's like, I have no fucking idea.
I can't hear anything. of their CCTV.
Oh, it died. Oh, your phone.
It's like, hey,
She's just been sitting here this whole time, like, hey, what's up? What's up?
I'm just smiling right now.
Oh man. That's funny.
That's just hilarious.
That's so fun. I'm keeping this in too. I'm not even gonna cut it, dog. It's staying in. She's screwed. All right. Well, while they get that sorted out, Kumar, what do you think about the episode as a whole? While they figure out what's going on.
Guys can continue.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue like this because she can basically hear you guys through these. So
okay.
Oh, she can. Okay. Well, I was gonna ask her and Gumar what they think of that episode as a whole. If you want to relay my message to her, if she can't hear me.
What do you?
All right, I'm gonna just go. Yeah, so it's like I said, man. I didn't get a chance to rewatch it, so I don't really remember the individual episode as you know what I mean, as itself.
Right.
But I want to say, like, as an introduction episode, like as a sort of first episode anime, like it's up there in terms of like the way he's introduced, in terms of the way like everyone's introduced,
right.
In terms of just like wanting to know so much more about the characters and just like what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, no, it was super dope.
For sure.
Thinking about like the top 3 episodes, right? I think someone mentioned like the 3 episodes. I don't know, but just thinking about like
I don't know what they were.
It, right?
I haven't gone back and put them in order of which ones I thought were the best, but I was just saying the first episode was really good in terms of story.
Right.
So I would
definitely say like the first episode is definitely great in terms of the way it builds everything else kind of coming after.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The episode with I forget his friend's name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Megumi?
No, other dude. He becomes friends with curses. Dude that becomes friends with not in the first episode, just like in the season. I'm just talking about episodes now.
Oh, okay.
What was his power? I'm trying to remember.
The dude who becomes friends.
Alice, did you finish it? Like, did you finish the season? I don't want to like.
Yeah, she did. She did finish.
Oh, she did. Oh, bet. Dude, that the curses like end up turning it, like transforming it and like killing, like the
the evil guy.
The season split.
The fucking...
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tweaking. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm tweaking because I feel like I should know this, and I'm gonna be
bro.
Like,
he's in the theme song. He's in the theme song.
Is it the dude with the stitches? I'm talking about.
No, but I'm talking about the dude that I think the dude with the stitches turns into a curse.
The dude with the stitches. No, he is a curse. He's the curse.
He is a curse.
He's the.
There's a character that's friends with the Yuji that turns into a curse. He gets transformed into a curse.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
It's
yes.
He's the one. The stitches like kills his family.
He kills him.
The stitches
kills him.
Yeah.
No.
That shit was fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. So like that like span of episodes / like when he finally like ends like that one, and then
right.
Like one of the episodes towards like the very end of the season, but there were like a handful that were just like, holy shit, like this is just like a.
When Gojo's theme song for the first time plays, it's when they lock him out of the academy and he breaks in and they're fighting the plant curse, and then all of a sudden you hear like that techno beat all of a sudden start kicking in, and Gojo like makes the 2 circles and then combines them, and it's like a fucking ultimate spirit bomb that he casts on the planet to fucking kill everything. That gave me the chills. And every time I hear that song, I'm like, ooh, this is beautiful. So fucking good. Shit. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that episode was actually very well. Come on, you're 100% right. Yeah. That episode was fucked.
Do you guys have a least favorite episode?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes.
You were like,
I probably do. When they were doing the beginning of the school trials.
Lawrence, you want to hear my least favorite episode that's going to fucking trigger you?
They didn't do anything. What?
Episode 1 was my least favorite episode.
And but that's great because that just means that this is your favorite show of all time.
But you know why?
If that was the least favorite and this was one of the greatest first,
but it
then
wasn't.
You must think
it wasn't my least favorite because I thought it was bad or anything. you know me, I've seen fucking, I have no life, and I've seen every goddamn show ever created. So when I watched this first episode, in my head, I was like, oh, this first episode is exactly like, and then listed 30 other animes. So it didn't stand out to me, episode 1. I was just like, okay, I'll watch episode 2. I want it, because the ending, I was like, oh shit, episode 2. Episode 2 is what made me keep watching it. Episode 1, I was like, this starts off like a Kame ga Kill, like fucking, trying to think what else. Like, when I watched that first episode, I was just like, this is the same as a lot of other shows I've seen. Then episode 2 happened, when they're all trying to get Yuji to come back, and then convince Yuji to join their school. That's when I went, oh, this show's fucking different. Got it. All right. So, essentially, Gojo walked in the frame, and I went, fuck, this show's great.
True. Did you have a least favorite episode?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah.
I would say my least favorite episode is probably when they're doing the school shit. Like, I think like the first episode of the school test, because they just like introduced it in those fights with all the mates. I thought that they were kind of whack. They weren't like dumbfire.
Anything juicy.
Yeah, it wasn't like like there was some cool stuff like when like the evil people break in, then it started to get a little better. But like the whole school thing, I was like,
I like the school thing just because we got to see the other people from the other school and got to see all their cool shit, and we also got to see the second years fight and stuff. I view the school shit as more of a, and now we're introducing everyone else in the show. Check it out. That's how I viewed it. You know.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind it, but like I agree with you. It's kind of just like, all right, we're gonna spend 3 episodes learning who the fuck all these people are, and then we're gonna get back to the show, you know?
Yeah. I was like, but yeah, nah, I really like the show. I thought, it's a great show. I thought the first episode was a really, really, really good first episode. I think this first episode is better than a lot of other first episodes that I've seen.
Hands down.
In terms of story. I think in terms of story.
The opening scene alone it really hooks you in and forces you to keep watching the whole thing.
Exactly.
So hell yeah. What would you rate it on a scale of S or F to S? Because we got to keep it with Resident Evil grading systems here and not real ones.
I would rate it like an A. I would rate it like an A plus.
Yeah.
I don't like to hand out S's like that. Unless it's like the greatest shit I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm like IMDb. Like, I'm not gonna give you a 10 unless you're like, nothing got a 10. Like The Godfather didn't even get a 10. So I was like, I can't give you a 10. But I would definitely give it an A. I'll be honest. Attack on Titan. There's a big chance I give Attack on Titan an S. The first episode of Attack on Titan, I think, is legendary. That's my personal opinion. I
fucking hate that show, so that's wild.
Say what?
What's an S rating?
Like, it's basically better than A. So it's like a tier list.
Yeah.
Like in tier lists, S is like best.
So the Japanese, for some reason, they start down at D and they go D to A, and then S is like
S is the best.
Really?
Yeah. Like super.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. S stands for
facts.
S stands for sick nasty. That's what I would give. What about you, Gamard? What would you rate it?
Let me see the fucking.
Are we rating just the first episode or rating the season?
Yeah, first episode.
First episode. Yeah, I'm definitely going like a solid A. Doesn't need to be an A plus. I give it an A.
Yeah, I'd personally give it between an A and A plus, somewhere in there. Like we said, it's a very good first episode that definitely captures everything. Oh shit. Lawrence, did you pick up what his grandfather was trying to tell him when he was dying? Spoiler: Grandpa dies. Whatever.
I think they start with S and go down.
He can't hear me.
Did I pick up what he was saying?
There was one very important line Grandpa says that's a complete throwaway line, but I think it sets up Yuji, like why Yuji is able.
People?
Huh? What?
That he has to help people?
No, but
that wasn't me because that's like the obvious one. So
no. It's before he even gets to that.
No. I'm saying I was thinking what you were thinking, but in my head I'm like, it's not going to be that because
it was before he said that. It's a throwaway line that like he says it gets completely ignored, but I think it foreshadows why Yuji is able to have Sukuna inside of him. When he's right before he dies and he's like, Yuji, I have something to tell you. And Yuji's like, yeah, and he's got the things. He's like, it's about your parents. And Yuji's like, okay, Grandpa, that's fine. He's like, and then the Grandpa goes and just randomly starts talking about being better. But the Grandpa was like, I need to tell you something about your parents. And then he dies.
And he wouldn't let him tell him. He was like, I remember that.
And then for the rest of the show, we never anything about his parents. So either one of two things is happening. Either A, he pulled a fucking Akira Toriyama like Toriyama did with Launch, and they're just gonna completely fucking forget about it and never talk about it again. Or two, his parents were sorcerers that he doesn't know about, and that's why he can have Sukuna.
Yeah.
So it's either a line that they threw away and they're never gonna reference again, or it has super.
Or he's Harry Potter.
Yeah, or he's Harry Potter. It's like Ichigo and his parents. You think Ichigo's normal as fuck for the whole thing, and that Rukia gave him the ability to have his Zanpakuto, but then you find out, oh no, his parents are actually like two of the biggest, baddest motherfuckers in the universe. But he didn't know that. He was just a normal ass kid until, shit started going on. So I think that's what's going to happen with Yuji. You find out that his parents are actually like dope ass sorcerers that fucking...
That is another concept in anime that happens all the time. So I would not be surprised if that was the case.
Yeah. Or it could be like another thing where Akira Toriyama made a character and then forgot the character existed and we never heard about that character again. Could be like that, where he made the line, I need to tell you about your parents, and then we never find forever. So it could be like that. Who knows?
Yeah. There's no way I would think they would drop the ball and not have that. I think you're right, Chris.
It's got to be something.
I don't know what about his parents, but
no one does. He just says, I need to tell you about your parents, and he's like, okay, Grandpa, whatever, and then he just starts talking about being better and like saving people and shit. So I feel like the parents were amazing, and then they died to like protect Yuji or some shit. That's what I'm guessing. And that's why Grandpa's like, save everyone, even if you only have to save one person. Because I feel like the parents... Yeah. Ugh.
I feel like that's a very classic shonen for the parents to end up being some type of special. But I'd really like it if they weren't. You know what I mean? Because just thinking about Demon Slayer, for example, where Tanjiro is just a random ass normal person.
Wait. Not like Demon Slayer though, because his dad.
You're right. You're 1,000% right. Yeah, no, you're so right. But still though, like, you know what I mean?
But like his mom is just normal as shit, you know?
Yeah, like it'd be cool like if his parents were just like basic ass, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, I hope his grandpa was gonna be like your parents, and then he died, and then we find out that like your parents, they were normal as shit. That's it. That's all I got. They died in a car crash, and one was a doctor, and the other one was a dentist. And that's all I got for you.
No, you're right. Gumar, you're right. I 100% agree with you. I'm trying to think. Oh my God, what is the show where it wasn't like that? And I liked it because it wasn't like that.
I'm gonna tell you the name right now. Who was the main character?
Remember
what happened in
it? I can't remember, but I used to always say this to myself, like, yo, why do all these main characters? Because I used to be like, Naruto, nope, got unfair advantage. Yo. Ichigo, unfair advantage. It's
on the tip of his tongue.
Yuji, unfair.
We don't know
yet.
Well,
like he has Sukuna, so no. He has advanced physical powers. And his parents are mystery, so he's probably going to be some demigod.
Yeah.
Unfair advantage. Who was the person who had nothing and became ill off of nothing, and he had regular ass parents? Why am I blanking?
Ketchum from Pokemon. There we
Oh
go.
my god.
No, you're not talking about
Ash's
right?
dad. We don't know Ash's dad. He's probably the world champion.
Ash's dad is Mr. Mime. Let's be fucking real, dude. You're gonna tell me that his mom is just chilling.
You belong on a list. That list is gonna get you now. They're coming for you now. But yes, I can't think of the anime, but now that you said it, because I remember I used to always keep this in mind, because I would always be like, yo, all the shonens, the main characters have unfair advantages.
Right.
Like all of them do. But that's what people like. That's what makes them good. Like, but I'm like, do you count My Hero? What's his name? My Hero. Do you count him as an unfair advantage? Yes. Do you count Deku as unfair advantage or no?
I don't. I mean,
because he was born. He's born with nothing.
I wouldn't say it's, but he definitely has the advantage. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't say it's an unfair advantage, but he definitely has the advantage.
But
he earned his advantage. He wasn't born powerful.
That's the key.
Like,
that's the key. That's the key. That's the key.
That show's weird though, because it's like, I feel like he is born with an advantage, and here's why. Because only like, what'd they say, like 2% of the world population that show has no powers or some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, here we have a show with a dude that has no powers, and you're like, I feel like that's an unfair advantage, because he's clearly going to get some stupid fucking power up in a whole show that's like, everyone has powers except for 12 people, and we're going to focus on this one dude.
Do you guys read the manga? Like follow the manga for that at all?
No, me and My Hero have a bad history.
Okay, what's the template?
I would say Asta with the same kind of mentality from Black Clover, where he's born magicless and shit like that. He has no type of advantage.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I don't know. Maybe give it to him.
Who knows, man? I know not. I'm gonna go with Violet from Violet Evergarden, because she has both of her arms shot off. So there you go. That's pretty unfair. And she never gets any powers. The world without magic, so she just gets prosthetic arms.
There's no description.
Nah, it's just like, what would I was asking Allison, what would she rate the first episode? It's kind of just like,
I hope she's just like, yo, I rate this shit a D.
Like how much did you, based on like, you know, like a letter grade, like you literally graded for school, like what would you rate it and why?
I would say
just the first episode.
A B or B plus.
Okay.
Is it, Allison, is this the first anime you've ever seen or no?
I'm sorry?
Is this the first anime you've ever seen?
First complete one, yeah. I watched Death Note before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
God damn.
Yeah.
Chris said, I'm sorry.
I fucking hate that show.
He's making fun of Death Note. He's making fun of.
I hate Death Note.
The most legendary animes of all time.
What?
He's just being.
Wait, real quick. How do you hate Death Note?
Because they had a solid first. You know that meme where it's like they had us in the first half. That meme was for this show.
Chill. Mad animes did that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Mad animes did that.
What do you qualify as like first half? Do you
when L dies? When L dies,
okay, yeah.
They should have that should have been the show. Like there was no reason for the second half of that fucking show.
Yeah, it got super whack after. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
that's why I don't think that show is as good as, because everyone when you talk about Death Note, everyone only talks about the part with L. You never hear anyone be like, dog, episode 22 was fucking lit. Like, no one ever talks about the second half of Death Note. It's always the first half. That's why I don't think it's that
away
good.
From a show, though.
Yeah. You can't. Dude, are you going to sit there and, like, watch a show and then the first...
I get it.
And then be like, I have to keep watching it. Even I hate it now, but I'm going to keep watching it. It'll get good. Like, you can't tell me it's one of the best shows on the planet when the second half no one likes. What's up? What?
Did the manga end before or after the anime finished? Because I wonder if it's like a Full Metal Alchemist type situation where the second series is way better. Like if they did a Death Note remake that follows the manga to the actual end. I feel like they end pretty similarly though. So I feel like it does end after the manga.
Oh, you're about to be very upset, kind sir. So the manga finished before the show even came out. So the manga finished in
see, there we go.
May of
So they were able to adapt
2006, and then the show came out in October of 2006. So not only did it finish, they had like 6 months of like, okay, now we can read all of it and go from there. But yeah, no, good.
I mean, I respect that because yes, Death Note did pull a Sword Art Online.
Right.
Sword Art Online is just a show that was really good for
the meme. They had us in the first fucking half.
Yeah,
God damn.
I don't know why.
Sword
they be
Art
doing
was
that.
so
I don't know why they be doing that
good.
to shows. Man, Sword Art was fucking fire.
And then they were like, "All right, we're on level 10. Now we're on level 53, and we're free." And I'm like, "Dog, it's episode 5. What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "Damn, there's 100 levels. This is gonna be like 20 seasons worth of shit." Oh, they're in a different game now. Okay, that's cool.
That kind of fucked me over.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think Death Note's good, because you know.
But I think that's going real far. I think that's going
the whole thing, dog.
No. I gotta say this. I'm sorry. No. You have to acknowledge shows that have had an impact on the culture. Death Note had arguably one of the biggest impacts on anime culture. That's a fact.
I'll give it that.
That's why I feel like I agree with you, Chris, where it's like, oh, the second half was trash. And I agree with you.
Right.
Like, it started getting mad businessy. And I'm like,
yeah.
Now y'all are being like, stop doing all the businessmen gathering around the table. When it started doing all that, like you said, after Elda, I was like, okay, this is corny, but the original impact that show had on anime culture is unprecedented. Like, there's no doubt you can't not give it credit. Like, and that's why I feel like that's why I feel like I can never be like, oh, nah, it's not good. As much as I would not I don't care about the second half.
Right.
It had too much. That's like the Hall of Fame. You go to the Hall of Fame if you have an impact on whatever it is that has the Hall of Fame. Whether it's in the show or outside the show. You can go to the Hall of Fame for helping your community as long as you're in the NBA or if you're in the MLB. You can go to the Hall of Fame for helping a country, helping people, you don't even have to be to have been nasty to go to the Hall of Fame. Right. It's the same, and that's why I think
okay.
Exactly. It's the influence and the impact. And I think that there are certain animes where it's like, like they might have had some ups and downs, but the impact that they had when they was here can't be denied.
Agreed.
And I feel like
I'll give you
Death Note 1,000% is way too undeniable no matter what. And we talk about it so much, and we're only talking about half of it.
And
that's how ill it was that we're only talking about one half. And it's been around it's impacted us for over X amount of years. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
years, actually 15 years this October. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about impacts on cultures and stuff like that.
But
and it's a
all
bigger
I'm
picture
saying is Allison never finished it, which proves my point. Anyways, we have everyone's fucking.
Did you hear what he said? He said, all I'm saying is Allison never finished it, so that proves my point.
That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, guys. So JJK, #1 show in
the first half of 2021.
#1 show in 2021.
Top 5 2020.
It's extremely good. This is just the first episode. The show gets really, 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 really good with especially the fucking fights.
The final fight is still my favorite. With I can never pronounce the girl's name, but her and Yuji fighting the brothers.
Oh, okay.
Dog, she kills it in that fight.
Yeah, no. She's a She's
when they're like, haha, you're poison, we're gonna fucking murder, and she's like, bitch, you fucking thought. Check this shit out. and then they're like, oh, what? Mm-hmm. And she threw down hands. She was great.
I agree.
Can you guess my favorite scene in the whole fucking show? I'll give you a hint. You can't, because you never watch past the fucking credits for some reason. One day you will, Lawrence. One goddamn day. you'll realize that these shows have scenes after the credits, and you'll watch. God damn it! It's. I think it's the third or second to last episode. Yuji runs up to Gojo and the girl, and he's like, "We have a situation with Megumi. We gotta go now." And they're all like running, and Megumi's just talking to a woman, and they all show up and pretend to be his lover. And they're all like, "Why are you talking to this other girl?" And then Gojo shows up, and he's got like the jacket over his shoulder. He's pretending to be like a hot pianist that's like, "Oh, only you can have lessons with me, and we're gonna have a private one later on." And I'm like, "Damn, this is great. I love this shit." And it's after they just had like the craziest death fight in the show, and then they follow it with this little bullshit scene. I love it. It's great.
It's like, I feel like those are those funny skits that they be throwing in like after the shit and stuff like that. But I want to thank the guests for coming today. Thank you, Goo. Thank you, Allison. Thank you for being on the show.
Real quick, do I have any points on Spin the Wheel? I don't have any, right? If they
no, you don't. No, you don't.
If they guess right now and get a point, they're gonna be fucking beating me after like fucking the whole goddamn season of us doing this. I'm gonna be pissed.
Explain to them what's about to happen right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead here, because I know what's about to happen. So go ahead.
I know what's about to happen. So pretty much the way we figure out how what we're gonna watch for the next week is I have a nice little spinny wheel that I'm about to share my screen for you guys that has a shit ton of different shows on it. Let's see, go live. So I just shared it in the Discord, so if you guys want to look at it, you can. And it's just got, I think it's got like 50 or 60 animes on it right now.
Yes.
And so Lawrence and I have been trying to guess every single week what color and what the anime is, and I think he's beating me 3-0 right now, which is bullshit. This man doesn't deserve to win. Okay. So we're gonna watch all these ones.
We'll watch, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think, Lawrence, I think you've seen, if I had to take a guess, maybe 10 of the shows on here. And I have seen all of them because I don't have a fucking life. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Lawrence, I need a new hobby, dude. Something that makes it so I can't watch a fucking TV screen while I'm doing it. Ugh.
What do you say?
Because he needs a new hobby other than watching anime.
This man finds a new hobby every other week, so I'm sure he'll find another.
He's not wrong.
That's one thing that I admire about Chris. This motherfucker finds a new shit to do.
I get
every fucking week, every month. It's some new shit.
All right, Kumar, if you had to take a guess, what color and or anime do you think this is gonna fall on? If you had to take a wild guess.
I'm gonna guess fall on green.
Oh, he's guessing green. What about you, Allison, if you had to take a guess?
I'm guessing on red and the show Kill la Kill.
Oh, Kill la Kill. That's one of my favorites.
Kill la Kill, there you go.
That's a good one. What about you, G? Do you have one in green? I'm trying to think. What the hell is oh, damn. There's some good ones in green.
Maybe.
Allison, ask Lawrence what he's thinking.
What are you thinking? What color and show do you think it's gonna look?
I'm gonna go with.
So Kill la Kill.
Since the Dipset versus the Locks is gonna start in 9 minutes, I'm gonna go with the color blue, and I'm picking Date Alive.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay. Yeah. What about you, G? What do you think?
Damn, I just lost it. I think it was like Angels. Oh, there it is. Angels of Death.
Angels of Death. All right. I guess I'm gonna go with yellow, and I will go with. I don't know. God. I'll go with.
I made a big mistake.
Does the winner get a prize?
Yes.
What's the prize?
1 point.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm trying to think. What can I give you as a prize? Okay, hold on. Wait, this is your prize.
Ugh. I made a mistake. Yo, Gumar, I made a huge mistake, bro. The Dipset versus the Locks is about to start, and I did not pick up any weed today. I made a pretty big mistake.
Damn, bro.
Right, I got prizes.
You got the prize.
You have your pen. Your pen is out.
You can have this little keychain that says "Take that."
Prizes now. Yo,
from Ace Attorney.
Y'all won 9 times. I hate this too. Yo, now we got
They are. Come on.
I'm eating this boy. He was like, Lawrence, you specific. Do I have any points? I was like, nah. He's like, what is this time, motherfucker? I'm not giving you any.
So yes, you get this little keychain if you won. I'm gonna go with yellow, and I'm gonna pick I don't know, other side picnic. All right, let's spin that wheel, baby. I hope I don't win because I'm trying to get rid of this shit. Carolyn Tuesday, and I think that's blue. Blue.
But I picked blue.
Oh,
I'm such a savage. I'm a savage. So thank you. We're going to watch the movie, so I'll get that keychain on Sunday when we go watch the movie, bro. Yo, good looks, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
So Allison, you just won a keychain, so that's great. Good for you.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Lawrence, you're gonna absolutely hate this show, maybe, probably. I don't know. Do you like music? Is that a thing you like?
I do enjoy music, yes.
Do you enjoy two women on Mars singing using nothing but a keyboard and a guitar?
The Dipset anthem?
Hell yeah, dog.
Yes.
I love this show. I love the music in it. I listen to it almost every day because that's how good the music is. But all right, Carolyn Tuesday next week. There you go.
Carolyn Tuesday.
It's on Netflix, by the way, so you can just watch it on there. There you go.
Okay.
Word. Well, thanks again for you two coming by. Stop by anytime. I got a billion prizes to give out. Please.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for watching, everybody out there.
Hell yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it today. Go check out JJK.
Hell yeah. And we will see y'all later.
It's like I'm not just kidding. But it's like JJK.
Me and Allison both just got very upset with you. Like, god damn it. Like this motherfucker. Shit. All right. Well, peace out, guys. Have a good one.
All right.